Hey! Welcome to me inn. Ha ha! It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour ya an ale over the stories, fables, and tales about the swords, sickles, and spells in the depths of the swells. So take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. If it sounds a little bit different, that's because we are on location. We tried traveling with our studio for Gen Con prep, but across from me, I have...
This is Vaso, or this is Nick.
Well, there we go.
This is Nick, who will be playing Vaso. And in the last episode, Vaso actually met Nomis's dad and may have compromised Vaso and Woods, and since we are kind of on the run from the order, and I kind of gave up our identity and kind of told him not to tell anybody. So,
by the way, don't say anything.
He let the cat out of the bag.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is for sure.
But not off the ship.
Hey guys, it's Sam. I'm playing Woods, or Red, as she's currently known as on the run. We are on location on the east end of Louisville, so bear with us.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan. I just want to point out that my house is a little echoey and that I don't live that far from Mike and Sam, so it's not like we're miles and miles away. But anyway, I'll be playing Kincaid, and on last episode, I saved a whale, very PETA of me, and met some merfolk while rescuing a merchant ship from some pirates. And now I think we're going to the merfolk realm to meet Queen Cole.
I'm actually going to start with correcting something from episode 15 that I noticed when I was editing. So back in episode 15, Woods, you were trying to teach the cave elves how to open and close rifts. Mm-hmm. I said that they could do that. Mm-hmm. And then I realized when I was editing it that they actually can't, for a mechanic reason you haven't figured out.
Interesting.
They can open rifts, but they weren't able to close them.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just pretend all we did was focus on opening. Did we realize that they couldn't close them, or we didn't even get that far?
I think you would have realized that they couldn't close them.
Interesting. Okay. I wonder, has Vaso tried to close a rift yet?
Vaso can only close rifts.
I can't open one.
You can't open. And all the elves can do is open.
Correct.
But I can do both.
And didn't you teach Vaso how to open and close?
You taught Kincaid how to...
Oh, so we're all doing great.
It's going to be real rusty tonight, guys, so just stick with us.
You had taught Kincaid how to close rifts, but I don't think he's opened them yet.
Okay.
All right, so at the end of the last episode, you guys show up at the Merfolk Capital, and it basically is just a big open ocean. You kind of see the archipelago in the background, but it's really just like a big dock that you stopped at. But you notice that the dock isn't attached to any land. But Kincaid, you jump into the water because you're interested in it. And when you look down, you realize that the Merfolk Capital is all underwater. And the dock that you're stopped at is directly over a open air temple.
Oh, awesome.
I have a lot of questions.
Yes?
As what? Hi.
Hello?
I'm Woods.
Hello, Woods.
Okay. How do we get down there?
Oh, you can't breathe underwater?
No.
Okay, well then you're going to want to do the diving bell, and that's going to take you to our foreign diplomats section.
Okay. And she's going to look at Vaso. But how do we breathe down there?
Underneath the water around the temple, the main square, we have a little, I don't know how to describe it, but like a dome that you can stay in. It has oxygen and air for you.
There's a humanoid bowl down there for you all to...
Oh, okay. So we can only go to certain places down there?
Unless you can hold your breath or
okay.
breathe water.
No. Okay.
So are you going on the bell?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't
right,
need to.
Vaso?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you going to come with us, or are you going to...
No, I'll swim down there.
So then we're not going to be together?
I'll meet you down there.
How do you get into the bowl? She is so confused. She has so many questions.
I'm sure there's a way in the bowl.
There's a way in the bowl.
Yeah, there's always a way in the bowl.
Okay, let's go.
And the mechanics question, while we're here, they're repairing the Jacques, right?
Yes, they're going to repair the Jacques for you since you are going to meet with their queen. So they're treating you guys more like foreign diplomats. Like you're getting pretty good privileges right now.
So out of earshot from whomever this receptionist is,
Yep.
Are we going to tell them our real name?
I think you already did.
Well, just to the receptionist. When we get down there, who are you? Mac?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woods.
We
Just
don't have, like-
mix it up.
Mac and
Do
Woods.
we want to change our names again?
No. no. I don't think I can do that.
Maybe you should change your name to Tosh. You could be Macintosh.
I could be Tosh. No, that's confusing. World mechanics.
Yes,
Are there like travel papers? Like, do we carry identity on us or no?
you do not.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'll be red.
You guys get into the diving bell, and it lowers down, so you have a little pocket of air that you can stay in as it descends down. And it descends down perfectly over top a seal that opens up, and then you're able to jump down into this donut-shaped glass ring all around the temple. So there's this big open water temple at the bottom of the ocean. There's a big statue in the middle of it. And then all along the outside of that is this big glass dome where you can walk around so you can actually see everything and interact with people.
Okay, I get it. I can see it in my head.
What's the statue of?
So that is difficult to actually figure out because as you're swimming down, the statue seems to be moving, kind of like an optical illusion. And when you get down closer to like the actual temple side, you guys would realize as you are moving around the temple looking at the statue, the face changes to a different face depending on what angle you're looking at it. Think of like, those pictures, you can look at it from two different sides.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's carved like that so that the statue itself has multiple faces.
Is it like a merfolk body though?
Sometimes it's a merfolk body. Sometimes it seems to have legs.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
That also
Okay.
seems to change.
Do I recognize any of them?
Yes. All of you at one point would recognize at least one of the figures, and you would know it as the god Ratita, the god of the sea.
Okay.
How far down are we going?
Since it is a full city down there, let's say it's 100 feet down,
100 feet down? Okay.
because you would have a couple of multi-story housing. I'm picturing just like you take a normal city and just put it underwater, and then you have a large open air or water temple with a big statue in the middle.
Okay, I got it.
You also notice that there is somebody that's really elegantly dressed a merfolk that is out by the temple. And on each side of the temple, there's about a dozen or so different reef shelves. So think of like they took some reefs and put them in the temple square. And each of those reef shelves has about 20 to 25 golden shards in them.
Interesting. No dark shards?
No dark shards. This is what you guys notice. No one has approached you yet because
Okay.
you're just getting settled and getting in.
Okay.
The only figure you've seen so far is a well-dressed figure that's kind of in prayer in front of the statue.
Okay, so like a priestess,
What?
I guess.
Can you describe what we're looking at? This creature?
Yes, it is a merfolk creature that is finely dressed with a crown on their head.
This could be the queen. So am I with Red and
Yeah, so
Mac?
for mechanic-wise, you would be able to talk through this little barrier.
Oh, so we're
You're not
separated.
coming. You're not
we're
coming
separated
into
by a
the
barrier.
other side.
Yeah, so you're in the water, I assume, because you said you swam down.
Yes.
You guys are in the little dome. If you want to get in the dome with them, you can, but I just picture you more comfortable swimming in the water.
Yeah, I'd much rather be in the water.
Okay.
But you guys are able to talk through it.
Are we?
Y'all are capable. You're fine.
Yeah.
It's more entertaining when I'm not there.
I just feel like we shouldn't be left alone. Oh, hey, it's all
So,
you.
so
You got it.
Kincaid will swim up,
Yeah.
Perfect.
catch her attention. Are you Queen Cole by chance?
Yes, I am. Welcome.
And the Tritons give a curtsy when they bow
Oh,
to royalty.
that is very polite of you.
Pleased to meet you. I am Kincaid.
Nice to meet you, Kincaid. What can I do for you?
My friends and I were on a merchant ship and came across some of your fellow merfolk protecting another merchant attacked by pirates.
Looks over and like waves at you guys.
I bobbed like we were in the water, but we're not in the water.
Yeah, they're
guys-
surface people.
You guys were attacked. Yeah, they sometimes try to jump up and down. I don't know. That's weird. You said you were attacked by pirates?
We came across pirates attacking a merchant ship that merfolk were protecting.
Oh, is everyone okay?
I think a couple of your people survived. The merchant survived, but we drove the pirates away.
They've been really difficult to deal with. Every time they just disappear. It's irritating.
Oh, tell me about it. My ship fights them all the time. I'm not a big fan of the pirates.
Yeah, neither are we. I don't know what they're doing. They're canvassing the area, maybe.
That's what it seems like.
They're dropping charges and just destroying. I mean, we've already had lost a lot of our reefs to them. It's been a
Ask her if she knows what their charges are, where they're going with the charge. Ask her.
Sorry about my friend.
I think she wants something to know about charges.
Yeah.
So
Well, one of your people were trying to recruit us to help fight the pirates with you all, but unfortunately we have our own mission with the pirates, but thought we could gain some information from each other.
Oh, yeah, we would be happy to share information. We've been having about 3 or 4 different pirate ships in the area. They seem to crisscross, but they just show up out of nowhere and then they disappear before we can really do any damage to them. And
I don't think they can hear us.
occasionally they'll just show up, drop a bomb in the water.
Can you tell us, is that the charges you're talking about?
Yes.
Can you talk more about that, please?
Yes. So they do. Let's just
like
go.
knocking on the thing. Yeah. Ask that question.
Should we just go swim over there?
Yeah, my friends have no manners.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. And she like
Vaso's like kind of hiding his face.
Doesn't understand
she's like,
any
she's
of
like,
this.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, like Woods does not understand if you can hear. Like she's never been underwater before.
Yep. So she's
Red,
going,
we can hear you. This is the queen.
Oh.
We got to have some tact.
Oh my gosh! And she's gonna like
I was
curtsy or something.
Queen Cole. This is my friend Red,
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Red.
and my other friend Mac.
Mac. Vok Mac.
Va Mac.
Vok Mac. It's nice to
Mac.
meet you.
You all here. I just give you all a
Vamak. Okay.
Vamak.
I'm out. Friend Red Tosh.
You were shouting about the charges. They're called depth charges. It's when they put a bomb and then they sink it and then it explodes in the water at a certain depth.
Are they trying to find you all, you think?
I don't think they are. I guess we don't really advertise where we're at, so maybe they are looking for us, but it seems too widespread out. I'm not sure what they're doing, but we want to be able to find them and we try to follow them and, we'll be following behind them, observing, and then all of a sudden the ship's gone.
I mean, do you know where the ship's going?
No, that's why we're trying to follow them so we could find where it's going and see if
But they
have
disappear on you.
They disappear. We're thinking maybe if there's a base of operations, we could maybe sneak in and take care of all the pirates. We're not sure. Or get the Order of Light involved from, Black Bay Harbor or something like that. We're a little limited to just being in the sea, but we could rely on our allies to possibly raid a cave or a cove or wherever they're holed up.
So you don't have any idea where they could be? Since you're more familiar with the seas in this part, where a place where they would go to establish a base camp would be?
We've sent out scouts to all the places we would think that are kind of hidden, and they're all empty. There's no evidence of a pirate encampment, but we've recognized that there's at least 4 different ships, so they've got to have a base of operations somewhere.
I think they're base camps on the other side.
What do you mean by the other side?
I think those, when they disappear, I think they're using some sort of magic to get to Dorma.
Why would you want to go to where the monsters are?
I have no idea.
That's
just my suspicion based
I
on
guess
if
pirates
they're
are
disappearing
reckless.
and you can't find them. I think people of your explorative caliber can't find them. I can only assume they're on the other side.
So I wonder if we should have I should talk to Order Light and see if they will do some scouting maybe in the Dorma side. That's really dangerous, but maybe we hadn't thought about that because that seems so reckless. Why would you go to where the monsters are?
Woods is like nervously staring at Vaso, like trying to make eye contact with Vaso, and just like I'm not comfortable with that. Do you?
Well, maybe we can explore a couple of days around here.
Okay, yeah. If you don't,
maybe if you have an extra couple of ships while ours is being repaired,
yeah,
we can just go do some day trips.
Yeah. Do you guys normally work with the Order of Light?
Yeah, we have our own local chapter of the Order. It's smaller, obviously, because it's a pretty unique location. So it's only 2 squadrons, which you would know is 6 people. So it's a pretty small order, but we really don't have Denoa attacks really all that often down underwater. So
yeah, they're good people. The Order of Light, and that's great that you don't have Denoa attacks down here. I heard they're horrible.
we still get them occasionally, but I mean that's why we have our local chapter to take care of that for us.
How frequently are you in contact with the main core at Black Bay Harbor?
Just basically our quarterly reports, unless we need some assistance. We have sent for some reinforcements, but I think they got held up in Stringham, I think is the last I heard.
Oh. So you're waiting on reinforcements now?
Yeah, well, we've been having these pirates that are
that makes sense.
Are attacking us that we need some assistance in, and it's really killing our tourism. Like people aren't coming to stay at the beach vacations because they're worried they're going to get attacked on the way here. And you already mentioned you had to save our merchant. So our
Terry, I believe his name was.
economy's kind of, it was Terry?
Terry.
And he's
yeah.
okay. He's pretty
fine.
old.
He's fine.
The coffee didn't make it though.
I guess can't win them all, but at least Terry's okay. And you said most of the merfolk, did all the merfolk make it or?
I don't know how many there were to begin with, but
It didn't seem
I
like
think
they were missing
one.
someone.
I think one perished
Okay, so I'll probably,
from what I saw.
Okay, we'll have to add them to the shelves, I guess.
What are the shelves?
So the festival where you would burn your shards into the eternal fire. Well, we're underwater, so it doesn't really kind of work the same way. So we've developed a way of storing all of our shards by the god Ratita. And then at the end of the ceremony, we'll bring it up to the surface and we'll have our fire up on the surface.
And that's how you pronounce God Ratita?
Ratita, yes, the god of the ever-changing sea.
My bearings are a little off. How far is Black Bay Harbor from here? How many days sail would you say?
Days sail? It's probably about 3 or 4 days sail.
Okay.
You're going to swim it probably a week and a half.
Okay.
Can we roll deception?
Sure. What are you trying to deceive
Well, I just
her for?
Want to make sure she's not picking up on how nervous Woods is and how quiet Basso is. Like, just, you know what I mean? Like the fact that we're trying to get information about the Order of Light. I don't know. I just want to make sure that we're doing it in a way that we're not telling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think deception's a good roll for that, to see how good you are at being able to hide that you're nervous.
I rolled a 1.
I'm going to roll something to see if she thinks it's just because you guys are nervous that you're underwater and you're land breathers.
You'll have to
She's
excuse my
nervous.
friends. They've never been in an underwater city before.
Yeah, usually our foreign diplomats have a little bit of a struggle with the concept of being surrounded by water, but breathing.
This is wild.
Yeah, it's a great feat of engineering that we've had it for a really long time, and it's really worked out well for being able to include people in our culture without them drowning.
Now, unrelated question. Sorry to change topics. Have you come across any Tritons before? That was another reason I wanted to meet with you.
Tritons. Oh, is that
Me.
what you are? I have not seen any Tritons, but have you tried the South Sea?
One of your people suggested that, but suggested I talk to you more about it.
Apparently there's a sea that's completely surrounded by land, so we can't really get there, but I heard that it's a fairly large salty body of water. So maybe that's where your people are?
Can you breathe on the land?
You can breathe air and water, but we dry out really quickly. So it gets really itchy and irritable, and we got these fins, so it's kind of hard to walk.
Okay.
Well, is there anything we can do for you, Queen Cole, while we're here? We appreciate you letting us repair our ship while
yes.
we're here.
I mean, if you guys want to take some of our cruisers out and just kind of survey and maybe help deal with any pirates that show up in the meantime while your ship's getting repaired, we'll take all the help that we can get as long. I assume you guys are able-bodied fighters if you've already chased away one set of pirates.
Yes, we've proven ourselves against the pirates, so.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. And I'm going to say it's just going to be Woods and Vaso.
7.
14.
With a 14, Woods, you would notice that there are a lot of shards. So there's about a dozen of those wreath shelves, and each one of them has around 20 to 25 shards in them.
When was the last burning of the shards?
So the last Festival of Lights was the one that you guys were just at, which was, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, when you had gotten arrested and all that happened.
Yep.
That was the last Festival of Lights, and that really wasn't that long ago.
Okay, I'm not gonna bring it up.
Okay, sounds good. You're just gonna observe, notice that it seems odd.
It seems interesting. A part of me wants to ask her if if they were at the last ceremony, but I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to bring back up Order of Light. Like, I'm trying to avoid that, like the plague.
Basta was gonna ask, so is this glass? Is there any magic involved with it, or how'd y'all make that?
So that would be our great engineer, Ariza.
Ariza?
She did a great job fabricating everything. I don't quite know how it works, but it's a big hit on the town and apparently can hold the pressure of the weight really well. So it works well for us. I hope it's comfortable in there. I heard it's a nice temperature. I don't really have a need to go in there. So
Yeah. This is very impressive. Back on my farm, I used to build fences all the time, so I'm always inspired about, building stuff. So I'd like to meet Ariza, if that's okay.
sure, we could see if she's around and you guys can chat with her. She's kind of old now because She built this a long time ago, but I'm sure she'd be more than happy to have visitors.
Great.
Is there anything else I can help you guys with right now, or?
No, we just greatly appreciate the hospitality and letting us stay here and letting us use your cruisers, perhaps to go find some more of these pirates or see where they're coming from.
Yes, go talk to the guards at the top side, and they'll point you to our, I guess we could say, local boats that we keep on hand for. I mean, normally it's for tourism, but we have made some modifications because of our issues as of late.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll be here until our ship gets repaired. We're on our way to the Elven City.
Oh, you're going to
Right.
Castrum? I heard it's
We are.
just beautiful.
Oh, it's a great place.
Yeah.
You should go check it out.
I will try.
From a distance, I guess.
Yeah.
I realized my blunder. I'm sorry.
And then she looks down at her fins, like from a distance, yes. All right, as you go to swim away, you, Kincaid, all of a sudden get a chill up your back. And you kind of go on guard to the point where you've even pulled your weapon out.
My trident?
Yep, your trident.
My trident's out.
Yep, your trident.
Do we notice this?
Yes, everyone kind of notice Kincaid turn, get into like a battle stance, and
Well, what do I see?
kind of look around. You're not sure, but something really tripped you up for a second.
Hey, you okay? What's going on?
And I guess I'm just staring off. Like, so there's nothing around me.
You can roll a perception check if you like.
Yeah. All the echoing in my
I know everything.
East End house.
Suburban East End house.
7 plus something. 2, maybe. I think it's a +2.
All right, so with the 9, you wouldn't notice anything special. You will notice that luckily Queen Cole had already turned her back to you guys and was swimming away when you got to like a battle stance. She didn't get freaked out or anything like
yeah,
that.
drawing your weapon in front of royalty, that feels like death.
You don't
Reason.
understand. Like, something just tripped me out.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
well,
some cold chill just touched me.
yeah, but put your trident away. You're trying to get us killed?
I guess he realizes his weapon is out. So, yeah, he'll put it on his back. And
Can we roll
he's on
perception?
edge.
Yeah, you can roll perception. And it was very strange to you that it was,
11?
think of like a battle reflex.
Like
That
Seven,
triggered.
17.
17 and 11.
Like, was it something I felt before?
New feeling.
New feelings.
I mean, you've experienced battle, so you knew like their heart rushing, adrenaline kind of hit you, but you're not sure what triggered it.
So I have a +4 in perception. Does 11 change?
It does not, no.
Okay. Never mind.
But I like it.
The importance of having your stats in front of you.
There you go.
King or Vaso and Woods, what are you guys looking for? What are you trying to
Mac.
perceive?
I mean, I'm just like, see him flip around in pure battle mode. So I like get startled and like all of a sudden my head's spinning around, like just completely just eyes wide open looking for something, anything.
You don't notice anything.
No threats.
No threats.
No guard, no order of light.
You're not quite sure what triggered
Did the
him.
water temperature change?
Did the water temperature change?
It did not, no.
Okay.
But I like the question.
I think Kincaid I think he's pretty inquisitive. I think he would swim around a little bit, but not too much where if it happens again, he's going to pull his trident out on the queen and get arrested sort of thing.
Okay,
So I
sounds
think he
good.
would swim around for a few minutes and then decide,
Go ahead.
I should probably not be down here.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll a D10.
Uh-oh.
5.
Woods Mac, while Kincaid's swimming around, what are you guys doing?
I mean, staring at him. We're in a tube. I
Okay.
don't feel like we can go. And my envision of this tube is like 6, maybe 10 feet big. Like it's not very big, right?
I'd say probably 15 feet diameter,
Okay.
like a big bagel shape that goes all the way around. There'd
Uh-huh.
be seating and stuff in there. You get the idea that they would use this place if they were going to have like festivals or plays or something going on in the temple. This would be a spot where people could come and sit and enjoy the culture.
Like an aquarium, like a reverse aquarium.
Exactly like a reverse aquarium.
A humanoid zoo.
A human zoo.
You're on display.
But as you're sitting there watching Kincaid swim around, he gets startled again. But this time you reach for your trident, but you said you were going to focus not on pulling your trident out. So you
Right.
you grab at it and you're like, wait, no. You still got triggered and your heart starts pumping and adrenaline starts going. You guys would probably know from watching it, since you're sitting in there watching it, it was almost in the exact same spot, location-wise, that happened last time.
Hey,
And I'm still swimming, trying to figure out.
Kincaid, come back to us, and we're gonna try to get him like into that same spot again.
I will swim in that same spot.
Go ahead and roll a D10.
7.
You notice that you feel really uneasy in this one particular spot, but you're not sure why.
So
this
what
point.
is directly above me and what is directly below me?
I picture you kind of ground level with the temple here. So above you is the surface about 100 feet up. And if you look straight down, just seeing the temple grounds.
So am I on the ocean floor?
Yep, you're on the ocean floor.
Okay, I thought we were just...
Yeah, going up and down all around is always in that same spot, which is right about ocean floor, right outside the tube, kind of where Red and Mac are at.
So is there something on the ground then? Like if I kick at it?
Go ahead and roll a
Like
perception.
a dagger?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check again with advantage. Since now you are like
He really wants me to find it.
really focusing on trying to do this.
11.
Yep, still not sure right now. I'm going to say that for the sake of speeding it up, you could spend that whole half day kind of swimming around trying to figure it out. And right now you're just not quite
figuring
grasping
out.
what it is.
Well, Kincaid's frustrated.
I imagine.
And I think he's just
Can you do
going
like an Arcana check or something?
You can do an Arcana check if he wants, but for right now,
It's not
he's
gonna happen.
Yeah, he's not going to figure anything else out today.
Okay.
So
Well,
I think
very
I'm
good.
going to go swim back to the surface and check on the repair of the jog.
Yeah, out of your frustration, you're like, well, I can do this. So I'm gonna
I
go
can
up
do
there.
this. This
The
is
whole
my...
time, the two of us have been just sitting there staring at him swim. Like, I'm out of snacks. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, okay,
Being a pet in a zoo is like boring.
fun.
As Kincaid goes up and you guys are kind of stuck down in that donut shape, you start making your way back over to the diving bell. But then out of your corner of your eye, you see this very old merfolk that is swimming up. I heard somebody wanted to talk to me about the building, the engineering.
Oh, you must be Ariza.
Yes, I'm Ariza.
Hi.
Are you the person that's are you engineer? Are you a builder as well?
Yeah, so my name is Mac,
Hello, Mac.
and I was just very fascinated by that dome that you built.
Oh, yes, it was a fun project. We had to use some thermal vents to melt the sand so we can get this really dense glass. We had to kind of meld it all together. It was a very long, slow process, but it was extremely fun.
Oh,
And,
wow.
Yeah. So you're a builder also?
Yeah, well, I build like fences and stuff like that on land.
You see, you're getting a little disappointed.
Yeah, so I was just curious on how you built that and if there was like any magic involved or anything like that, or was it just straight up engineering?
Straight up engineering. I mean, we're not really all that magical right now. I mean, I guess we've never really been magical. That's really just the Order of Light, and I'm not part of that group. So it's just using good old intuitive engineering.
Awesome. Cool. How long did that take you to build?
Oh, this was my life's work. It took us probably 15 years or so.
Oh, wow.
Well, we had to build it in sections. So, you're getting this ice and you have to kind of like, not ice, you get this glass and you kind of have to keep rotating and adding to it.
Yeah.
So you made these like little rings, and then like you start looking at it, it's like definitely built in like rings that were then welded together. And so you had to take a long time to build each of them, and you had to move them very carefully so they didn't break. They had to be perfect spheres or they're going to crush under the pressure. It was a lot of fun building this project.
Wow. That's very fascinating. I was really fascinated by that. So really glad I got to meet you.
So about these fences, are they used to hold like
Animals.
children, animals?
Yeah,
Like,
animals.
animals?
Farm animals.
Farm animals.
Yeah.
Are they like strong to like to break out? Do you have to like think of the pressure they're going to put on it?
It's more of just it's got to be structurally sound so that they can't just run over them.
Yeah.
So, but it also has to be high enough so they can't just jump over them either.
They don't just, I guess they can't just swim over it.
Yeah,
Guess they'd have to jump.
this is on ground, so
Yeah, I guess that makes it a little bit easier. Jeez. Okay, well, and she'll like try to elegantly leave the conversation when she realizes that you're not a great engineer that she can gain information
you are
from.
Vaso, the great engineer, the great fence engineer.
I never said I was an engineer. I just said I built fences on the
You're
farm.
the carpenter.
You sense that the messenger that got Ariza
Yeah.
must have miscommunicated something. At this point, you guys can take the diving bell back up if you want to.
Yeah, I
Yep.
need some fresh oxygen.
And the repairs on the jock are
Yeah, I'm
going great.
overseeing the repairs. Everything's looking good.
I guess we're just like
What time of day is it?
I'm not going to say dusk because we always do things at dusk. So
middle of the day,
midday,
noon.
high noon.
It's time for lunch.
I'm
I kind of want some crab for some reason. I'm craving a fish sandwich. Are we all together? Can we grab some lunch? Can we all sit around the table and grab some lunch? Chat?
Yeah, I think we should eat, maybe come up with a plan and
Yeah, I
Kinda
feel
go
like we
from
need
there.
to chat through a couple of things. What's the best place to get like a good fish fry, clams. What are we doing here?
You would be able to take one of the smaller skiffs to kind of the beachside ocean area where you know that they normally have their big tourist attractions. Right now it's completely empty because nobody's there, but they do have staff that are still on the island that aren't merfolk that need something to do.
Okay.
So since you guys are foreign diplomats that are going to be helping them with the pirate investigation and infestation, they're happy to make you whatever you want seafood wise.
All right. We pull up to what? The sandy shell? Guys, I'm starving. Where's
getting,
your notes? Like,
I'm gonna get a margarita.
oh,
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling tropical.
yeah, I'm a pina colada for me. Yeah, coconut. Icy coconut drink. In for you, sir?
I'll just do coconut water. Someone's got to be sober to
Sober.
watch these two.
To watch over them.
And a nice sea bass.
Yeah, clam strips. We're doing the whole thing. Like, oh boy, I don't know. All the food. Guys, and she's like looking around. Like you see her just like super uneasy. I'm very uncomfortable with the Order of Light, like being here. We haven't been anywhere that has an Order of Light. Like, what if they recognize us?
Well, I think it's a merfolk contingent of Order of Light. I don't think they would know who you are, but I don't want to be here.
She pulls out the wanted poster.
I think as long as we
that's
say,
not gonna help. Put it back down like that. Jeez, that's
Yeah,
not
okay,
gonna
okay,
that's
you're
not
right.
gonna connect any
Okay,
dots or
okay.
anything.
I think
Okay.
as long as you all stay on the surface and we get out of here
Yeah,
as
I'm
soon
like,
as possible.
Also, like, what if they want to come hunt pirates with us? Like, how are we gonna dodge that?
Well,
Play along.
our main goal is to get to the Elven City
okay. So why
So
are we
we-
here? Can we just
because the
leave?
ship needed repairs.
Or is it done? Can we go? Or are we gonna really try to go hunt some
I
pirates?
sensed your uneasiness, and that was my way of getting out of any situation. Us not being here with them.
Yeah. Right? Like, I don't know how value added this is gonna be. I understand we're looking for your hometown. I understand we're trying to figure out this pirate thing, but it feels
Well,
like the pirates always follow us.
We gotta wait for our ship to be repaired though,
yeah.
because
How soon will that be?
Probably the day after next. Because it's a pretty easy
Of course.
repair. It's not like a week long. It's just
Yeah.
going to take some time to let the glue set or whatever.
I mean, did we
The
promise
glue
anything
set.
to the queen? Like,
No, I asked her several times if I think it was just helping them with the pirate situation.
Okay. I just want to make sure she thinks we're skipping out on her when we said we were going to help with something.
well,
I said-
let's go patrol around. You know, do what we said we would do, and then when the ship's ready, we'll go.
Just the three of us, though. We're not going to let anyone else come with us.
Or if we just stay on the ship, I'm sure with your fence building abilities, we could repair the ship a little faster.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, your woodworking
My
Excuse me,
woodworking,
he's a fence
yeah.
engineer.
fence
I'm
engineer.
a fence engineer.
A fence engineer.
I mean, we could probably expedite our voyage if we work on the ship together.
I mean, what if we all go help? I mean, that makes me feel, especially knowing that the Order of Light's on its way here and got held up at Stringham, like, they could be right behind us or on the other side of the island. And who knows who's with them.
Okay, well, let's finish eating here, then go work on the ship.
Go ahead and roll a history check.
All of us.
Sure.
9.
2.
16.
Timing wise, Kincaid, you would put together that the contingent of the Order of Light that got held up in Stringham is probably the same one that started returning back to Black Bay Harbor with the pirates that they had captured.
Okay, so I don't think they're probably coming here.
Yeah, because if you remember originally when you guys were in Stringham, the Order of Light was there, and then they were going to continue going north. And then after that pirate escapade, and you revealed that they were from Dorma,
Oh, they went back to
they
Black
turned
Bay
back
Harbor.
around to Black Bay Harbor. So that's why they've been hung up, quote unquote.
That might be a while before they
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah, so I think a light bulb would go off in Kincaid's head, like,
Yeah.
oh, I think after I told them about the light shards, right?
Told them about people that die, but don't turn
died
into
during
light
shards. That was new information to them, so I think they were going back to Black Bay Harbor to talk that over.
Okay.
So we might
you guys
be
think we're
safe.
good?
Well, I don't think we need to stay here any longer than we need to.
Okay. Yeah, I just for some reason felt like we were telling her that we're going to figure this pirate thing out for her.
Well, I just made it seem like we were also looking for the
Yeah.
pirates.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we are. However, they just seem to keep finding us. I don't think we need to look very hard. Surprised they're not just
Especially with
behind
you
us.
two here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
They seem very interested in you guys for some reason.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I feel like
Pulling out your wanted posters in the middle of lunch.
okay. I was hungry. Okay, I was trying to prove a point.
Hey, just have another drink, okay?
Okay. Just slurped down a pina colada.
You gotta relax. I know there's a lot of going on, but we
I
gotta
have a
we
lot
gotta
going on.
we have to relax. Gotta balance. Work life balance.
I understand that, but the
Adventure
life
life
part, wants me dead. The work part wants my life part dead. Okay, you don't have this. Your uncle is the guy in charge who wants to kill me. So
Yeah,
I feel
sorry
like
about
you're
that.
a bit protected.
Sorry about that. I only met him. I only knew he was family for like a couple days.
Oh, you're gonna deny him
before,
now?
Before I backstabbed him.
Okay, all right. Maybe we'll have another pina colada.
I'm a margarita guy, so.
Yeah, I'm on number 4, just in case anyone was counting.
All right, so you guys have some drinks at the tavern.
I'm just making it clear I was drinking coconut water.
Woods is like, I'm relaxed. Like, what do you mean relax? Guys, did you see my poster? Doesn't it look like? And she's like,
I think we need to get her back to the ship.
Yep.
Like,
I
guys,
think we're done.
do you
Yeah.
see that? I don't even think this looks like me. Like, this does not.
I'm taking-
grab the
look
wanted
like
poster,
me.
roll it up, and put it away, that away.
Let's get you back to the ship.
What
do
We'll
you-
talk more there.
Can we just like talk
Let's-
about
hey,
life?
talk about food.
Oh my
What's your favorite? What's your
gosh.
favorite snack?
I've been dying for you to ask me this question.
And then I'm gonna grab her. Like we're both gonna grab her by the arm and just drag her out. Like as
Walk with
she's
the
Should we
she's talking.
start with cheese?
Yep.
I think we should start.
as she's talking about
Yeah,
food.
let's.
Blue.
Change the subject and not.
And Kincaid's on high alert.
Goat. You
Because she's
have
bringing-
a farm.
She's bringing
Oh,
attention to us.
She's gonna continuously ramble.
And then you guys successfully get her back on the little boat back to the Jacques, where I guess Kincaid and Vasa are going to do some repairs while Woods is
Sleeping.
I'm assuming-
Sleeping it
Pass
off.
out.
I was just either passed out or I assume like talking to you guys like while leaning up against the edge of the
Just
boat
like,
or
wait.
something.
Like, seriously, goat cheese is from a goat. Like,
All right, go ahead and Kincaid roll let's do a D12 to see how these
Wow.
repairs are going.
11.
11. So you guys get the boat pretty much ready to go, tip-top shape.
Red's drunken chatter really motivated
Really
me to get out of here.
We gotta get out of here.
I'm not dealing with Order of Light attacks.
Yep, sounds good. So you guys spend the night, get all rested up. Are you going to leave the next day, or are you going to stick around, talk to the queen some more? What is your plan?
Kincaid doesn't think there's anything more to gain from being here.
Okay.
I think we got all the information we can get out of
yeah,
Queen
but
Cole,
is it
but
now? Like, so Woods wakes up. Now it's like suspicious if we just leave, if we just like ghost her. Like she's got straight anxiety, like freaking out of all the conversations we had yesterday with her, replaying everything in her head. Like, what? I mean, what if we just leave? Then she's gonna know that we were with the order. And like,
do you want me to go down there and just say goodbye to her?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I feel like we can't just leave. Like we should all go.
Well, it's easier for me to get down there.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Okay. Yeah, but
I've already
definitely-
jumped in the water.
We'll
mission.
we'll continue working on the
mission.
ship.
As you are swimming back down, you see the queen is still at the statue of Ratita.
I'll approach her and do my curtsy again.
As you are swimming down there, you're looking at the statue, and the statue, each angle you kind of look at it, changes what they look like. And you put together that, oh, Ratita is the god of the ever-changing sea. That god is known to be kind of a shapeshifter and changes his appearance with the moods of the ocean, or his moods in particular. But then as you're swimming, you stop kind of swimming. You're maybe 30 feet off the ocean floor, because mid-transformation between one image and another, a image pops out that you immediately recognize, and you go on guard. And it is the image of that necromancer that you were fighting. And that is what you're looking at. And then you put together, that's what was catching me off guard, was this statue looks like my mortal enemy.
Wow. Okay. It's backstory stuff.
It's like, you have a mortal enemy? I don't know this.
Mortal
I whispered
enemy.
it to Nick, not in the microphone, and you did not hear me. You didn't. I was like, and nothing.
I think in shock, I'm just going to stare at it and then just try to get Queen Cole's attention without going to her being, respectful or anything.
How are you going to try to get her attention?
I'm just going to say Queen Cole, and I'm not taking my eyes off the statue.
You can't see what she's doing, but you hear a little bit of commotion. And then she swims up to you. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Do I still see that?
Yeah,
Guy.
as long as you're not moving, because it just happened to be like the way it was shifting. It was kind of between two images. You're like, oh, wait, I recognize that.
I'm just going to ask, who is that in the statue right now? Who is that supposed to be?
That's the god Ratita, the ever-changing god of the sea.
But that particular form.
Oh, I mean, he takes multiple forms, some even female.
Have you ever seen that particular form before?
I mean, we really haven't seen the god in a very long time. So I don't think I've even seen him in my lifetime. I assume the gods are busy doing their stuff. They're not as active as the Harbinger.
And Kincaid's just mumbling to himself, like, is I fighting a god? Like
You're trying to think through.
He's thinking through, not really paying attention to Queen Cole anymore.
It's fine, because you hear off in the distance. You just hear repeated, very slight explosion sounds coming off from the distance. Every once in a while, another one would go off. It sounds like they might be getting closer. You're not quite sure.
I think that's going to snap my attention back to Queen Cole. Are those the charges you were talking about?
Yeah, that's the closest we've ever heard them too. I'll have to send out my guards. Do you mind giving us assistance?
Oh yeah, I'm on it.
Okay.
I think that's what I needed to snap out, and I'm bolting towards the surface.
As you're swimming up, you can just hear the charges are getting closer and closer. You on the surface haven't really noticed anything because the sound travels faster through water than air, so you guys haven't noticed anything yet.
Am I at the surface yet?
Yes, you are.
I picture you
I'm
spitting out.
like
of
a
the
dolphin
water.
breaching, and
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like, pirates! And I'm going to like dive back in the water
Flip
because that was
around.
my jump.
Yeah. Like, what?
And then I'm boarding the Jacques, and we got to go. Pirates are coming.
Do we?
And I'm just yelling at all the hands to man their posts and arm up.
Sounds good.
Do we?
You guys start getting ready to push off.
Are we still in like full disguise, Mac and I?
Yeah, you guys decided that you were going to stay in your disguises.
Right. Okay.
So I remember you were talking about you were continuing to shave your head.
Yeah. Red
Mac was
glasses.
growing out his beard more.
So we look nothing like the
You
posters.
don't look anything like the posters.
Okay. And she's a little bit more comfortable to do this. She's really freaking out.
Were we able to take a short rest while we were eating lunch?
Yes, you can take a short rest. Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for spending the time listening to us on our podcast. It really just means a lot to us. If you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to this channel and pass this along to your friends so we can grow our listenership as well. You should also check us out on our website at carriageresttales.com. At our website, you'll be able to access some of our additional content, such as our one-shot episodes, but you'll also be able to see some of the information on how you can get a hold of us either through social media or email. As always, thanks again for being a listener, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the show. All right, so you guys push off from the dock, and you got the Jacques sails ready to go. It takes you about 5 minutes, and then you're able to see the pirate ship. Kincaid just knows what direction they're in because of the echoes he was hearing underwater.
Echolocation. Dolphins use it.
I love it.
So you guys see the pirate ship in the corner. You see that they are dropping something in the water, and then a few seconds later, maybe about 10 seconds later or so, you see a really large sploosh of water from an explosion that happened underground. And you can see they're kind of going in a circle. Like you can tell they're making a big circle with their explosions.
Is it just one ship?
It's just one ship.
Do you think they're trying to corral something underwater? Why don't you go? Can you jump in and go see? Is that dangerous?
I guess I could get closer. Jump in the water
Little
and
recon?
see what's underneath.
All
If
right.
it's the city or if it's something else that they're trying to stir up, wake up.
So as you jump in the water and you kind of dive down, you see that they are just over a coral reef, but it's kind of on the edge of where it drops off into deep water. So it's kind of like, what is it called? The ocean shelf.
A shelf.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's a coral reef and they're kind of blowing up the edge of that coral reef.
Do I recognize this type of reef? Is there anything special about it?
No, not really.
Is it a fault line? Are they trying to make an earthquake? Do we know anything about the
Tectonic plates?
Yeah, those
You do
things.
not. No.
Considering I didn't even know the word. Those underwater plates.
Nope. You don't know anything about the tectonic plates in this world. Not that they're not there. You just don't know anything
Sure.
about them.
We're going to hit the library next time.
Are you going to get closer to the boat or are you going to get back to the Jacques?
I think Kincaid is going to... How frequent are the charges being dropped?
They're probably being dropped every 2 minutes or so.
Can I get to the boat between charges?
Yes, I think you have the speed to be able to get through it. You're probably going to take some thunder damage from just the shock waves coming through the water. If it's not going to be substantial, but I definitely think you would sustain some damage from that.
I think it'd be worth it.
Okay.
Because I want to get to the pirate ship and board it to see if I can hear what they're saying.
So you're going to try to climb up stealthily on the side to try to overhear their conversations?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't hurt me too bad. I said not too bad.
13 divided by 2.
Six.
It takes 6 bludgeoning damage.
I happily take it in the chest.
Pride.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I think it is bludgeoning damage. And go ahead and roll a stealth check as you're trying to climb up on the back of this pirate boat, or the side, or wherever you think you're supposed to climb up.
I didn't think they'd hear me because they're dropping charges.
Yep.
But 12 plus, I have a 2, 14.
You would hear them talking about how Captain Ivanir said the Temple of Fuldenta should be close by, which you would know Kincaid is the god of the sea and chaos from your world.
Is that a friendly god to me, or is that a rival god to me?
Neutral, like, is it's more of a chaos god, like it doesn't have good or bad.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
The Yin Yang says Cormet is the chaos god.
Correct. You guys would know that Cormet is the god of chaos
Okay.
and Ratita is the god of the sea.
Okay.
Kincaid doesn't necessarily come from your world. He's trying to find his way home.
I'm from a whole new world.
A whole new world.
And
Don't you dare
he
close
would know
your
that the
eyes.
god of sea there was called Koldenta.
Okay.
So that's all I gather from listening for a few minutes, that
Yeah, you
they're
would
trying to
listen-
find this temple.
You would hear the following things: that they are following the directions of Captain Ivanir, which you guys have already put together as the pirate king, basically. They are looking for the temple of Koldenta, which you know as a god from your world, which is confusing to you. And that they were told it was somewhere in the North Sea. So that's why they've kind of been searching around this area.
Okay. I think since Kincaid's here and he doesn't like pirates, and especially since they're trying to blow something up, I'm going to still stealthily climb. I picture myself on the back of the boat.
I feel like they would drop charges off the back, though. So
Okay, so the front, wherever they're not dropping charges.
Yep.
And I'm going to peer over the railing to kind of see where everyone's at on the boat and how many there are.
All right. As you peer over the railing, you definitely recognize a lot more of this crew is the ogres that you saw before. And you see a couple of more smaller humanoids that have like really wiry hair. And as you're looking at them, you're starting to see and recognize that they have brands on them that you are familiar with as the ones that are kind of a little bit off. And what was the other question you were asking?
I think it was how many and where they are in relation to me on the front of the boat.
Yeah, they'd all be situated at the back of the boat except for one person, which would be steering the boat. He'd be looking forward. So I'm going to say that you would get noticed by that person as you like popped up. So you would have time to still react, but you're going to be, you know that you're going to be noticed.
If I peer over more.
Yes.
Okay. So where the pilot of the boat is at, where are the charges?
Oh, in the back of the boat.
Are they like right behind him? So if I want to do a line of sight with him and the charges.
Oh yeah, you could do that for sure. And they would probably be about 15 feet between the boat wheel and the depth charges.
So my plan is to quickly board and cast a spell at the person steering the ship and get as many charges as I can.
I'm guessing it's going to be the sphere of fire thing.
No.
Oh, a different spell.
Something for them to remember me by. 1 second.
You want to leave his mark.
Meanwhile, back on the boat,
Or
you
just,
and I are just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out.
I mean, you'd have a deckhand that would be steering the boat for you guys. And the
Oh yeah, we're for sure not driving the boat.
yeah.
yeah.
That is not. We are not equipped to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, Captain Brandon is on the boat, so he'd be steering the boat.
Yeah, I feel like we're just at the front of the boat with a big old spyglass, looking out.
And you're seeing Kincaid climbing up the
Yeah.
front of the other boat. You're like,
What is he doing?
what's
So
going
now we're
on?
like kind of, we are, I guess, giving orders more so and being like, okay, like kind of getting people ready because if we see something go down, we need to get over there.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to board the ship and cast a lightning bolt directly at the person steering it and try to get as many of the charges as I can.
All right.
And it's a dexterity saving throw. The stroke of lightning is 100 feet long and 5 feet wide.
All right. Well, 14. They probably have a +2, so 16 for their dexterity.
My spell save is 14.
So they'll save their dex. I still think they take half of that one, though.
It's half of 8d6. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that up, and then I'll see how many charges that took out.
6, 12, 14. Wow. 16.
That was a lot of ones.
Yeah.
He takes 8 damage as he dives out of the way and shouts out, "There's someone here!" But it doesn't matter because you knock and hit 3 of the charges that just blow up basically the back of the boat. So it is not looking great at all. So they immediately send people up to start dealing with you. So you are welcome to stay and fight if you want, or you can jump off.
Sorry. I also do any spell greater than first level that deals thunder or lightning damage. Storm erupts from me. Within 10 feet of me, they take thunder damage equal to half my sorcerer level.
Okay,
so anyone within 10 feet of me would take 3.
All right. I don't think anyone's within 10 feet because they're
That's
all
fine.
on the back of the boat, but I'll say you do some damage to the front of the boat too. And so I imagine it's just like a shockwave radiating out from you.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, after I cast the lightning bolt, I'm going to use my gust of air to fly 10 feet up without opportunity attacks.
Okay. Are you trying to fly back into the water, or are you trying to fly onto the...
Are there more charges?
There are a handful of charges because obviously you got everything on the right-hand side, so there's still charges on the left-hand side.
All right. And I'm going to spend a sorcery point in order to cast fireball at one of the charges right before I leave.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to roll a d20 to see if it's going to ignite it right away or if it's going to be a delayed. It's going to ignite it right away. So you hit both sides. So the back of the boat is now still buoyant, but it's definitely like the guardrail's missing. The first level, the deck is missing, and there's a slow leak that's definitely happening in this boat. But they send the guards up to start trying to attack you. We'll say they even shoot 2 at you. 16 to hit and a 10 to hit.
1 misses.
I think crossbows are D8 or D6.
My longbow's a D5. I'm sorry. It's a D8.
D5.
It's a +5, D8.
We'll do a D6.
Yeah, I think it's D8.
We'll say 5 piercing damage as you get hit with a bolt from one person that was just like a little quick on the draw.
Okay. So I'm going to jump back in the water.
Okay.
And you said the boat is taking on water.
When you were flying up in the air, you could see that there was a little bit of leak coming in, but you know it's not enough that it's going to sink immediately, but it's enough that they are going to turn tail and start running away, but basically turning around. So you think, hey, their base might be somewhere that way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because I want to try to stay underneath the boat and kind of watch where it goes.
okay.
So I'm not
Sounds
going to
good.
surface.
You're not going to surface?
Mm-mm.
Sounds good.
Should we follow this boat?
Yeah, slowly.
All right. So she's
I'm going to say it doesn't matter what you guys say. Captain Brandon just saw his first mate get shot and then fall into the water.
gotcha.
So he's definitely going to go that direction anyways.
Okay.
But continue now.
Oh, we're already going this way. That's what I was thinking too.
Sure thing.
I don't know what to do.
I guess we'll just be ready in action if we
Yeah.
get close, because I'm gonna jump on the ship and start swinging away
Um,
if we get close enough.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys are definitely able to get close enough, closing the distance because of so much damage that happened on the pirate ship. It took a long time to turn, so it's already going slow, and you guys are easily catching up to it. So Kincaid, as you're in the water, you can definitely see that the Jacques is easily catching up to this pirate ship.
Are we gonna try to like kill the people, or are we gonna try to take captive, like so we can ask
we
some
should
questions?
try. Yeah, we should try to capture a couple.
Okay. All right. So I mean, then we're gonna go full blown. We're taking our bow out, and we're gonna.
You're taking your bow out?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we get close enough, we're gonna start shooting.
Yep. So you're going to start shooting because you are getting close enough.
Okay.
And are you going to give directions to your deckhands to fire the slings and all the grease bags and all that stuff, or
There's only 3 grease bags left.
only 3 grease bags left?
Yeah,
All
I say
I can
let's
make
do it.
more. But
Yeah, I think the point is to sink the boat, so we can maybe go in and capture a couple people.
Okay.
So I'd probably give direction to a couple of the bigger deckhands to maybe see if they can get over and actually capture someone. And I think Vaso and I are going to do the same.
Woods, you're out there shooting.
Fire
your
arrows to the grease bags.
Fire arrows to your grease bags. Vaso, you got your swords drawn and you're kind of like ready to.
Jump on.
And then all of a sudden, like a snap of your finger, a ogre appears on the boat right in front of Woods. And it's going to punch Woods in the face.
Ah!
So it does a strike attack at Woods. Does a 4 hit you?
No.
He's then going to try to grab your bow
Uh-huh.
and try to yank it free from you. So now we're going to do competing strength checks.
Oh, I'm going to use inspiration. Oh my gosh. The mic just smacked me in the face.
The ogre didn't punch her, but the mic
The
did.
mic did. The mic rolled a nat 20. Okay, I got a 16, so 18.
Yep. All right. So you're able to wrestle your bow free from this ogre. And that is kind of where you're stuck at right now.
I'm grappled with this guy.
You're grappled with this guy.
Do I get a shot on him or no?
I mean, he's holding your bow, so you can't really shoot
No,
him with the bow.
Please. I have 1,000 weapons on me.
Okay.
I just want to grab one of my sickles out. Can I reach back and grab a sickle and try to like slice his arm?
Obviously get one of them unless you're going to let go of your bow.
No, I'm not going to let go of my
Okay,
bow.
sounds good. You can get one.
Okay. 20,
All right, that's going to hit.
6 damage.
He takes it like a champ.
I can double hit.
You can because you're attacking. You just don't have your offhand because you're holding a bow.
14,
I'm going to say that hits.
8 damage.
So he takes 2 pretty decent hits, and you definitely notice that he doesn't have armor on.
Yeah.
Instead, he's got more like robes on.
Was he hit before with any of the stuff that...
He was not.
Okay. A little help over here.
Vasa's gonna turn around and gonna see the ogre. And I guess he'll go attack the ogre.
All right, go ahead and swing away.
Dirty 20,
Okay, that hits.
11 damage.
Yep, so we got 6, 8, and 11. This creature's not doing that well. This ogre's not doing that well. You tell that he's not necessarily a fighting class, so he's definitely not really in his element. Kincaid, what are you going to do as you're... can't quite see what's happening, but you definitely see the boats are close to each other now.
I think I would swim to the Jacques and board it.
As you get up on the board, that's when you see this ogre just kind of appear out of nowhere in front of Woods. You see that kind of interaction. The ogre is going to try to take the bow one more time. So he's still competing strengths with Woods over there. It got a crit fail, so I'm definitely assuming you're going to win this one.
Is this the
18.
wooden bow you're talking about?
It is the
Yeah,
wooden
it's
bow.
my,
Yep.
it's my
Okay.
special bow. I got an 18.
You see it kind of get a scowl on its face, turns around to face his ship, and then he says, "Fire away." And then he just disappears and reappears on his boat. He used the spell Misty Step, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
You guys just don't know magic enough to know what happened. So to you, it's like, wow, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And then a hail of, like, basically as soon as Misty stepped away, a hail of arrows kind of came running onto the deck with you guys.
Okay.
So Kincaid, roll a D20, and then you two roll a dex save, Woods and Basso.
17.
15.
4.
Woods, you dove out of the way. Basso, you are taking 8 piercing damage as you get hit with an arrow. And with your 17, you see one of your deckhands, like an arrow goes like right by their face and hits into the ground. But he's like scared, but safe.
Okay.
He didn't get hit. And then you guys start to see the pirate ship start to have like a dark fog kind of going around it.
Looks like the bard has done it again. What a splendid crowd y'all have been. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.